We will begin with Lori Pitts, Founding Director of Voices Unbarred.
Good afternoon, Chairman Pinto and members of the committee and staff. My name is Lori Pitts, and I'm the Founding Director of Voices Unbarred. We are a DC-based nonprofit that amplifies the voices of people impacted by incarceration and reimagines the criminal legal system through theater. In our programs, currently incarcerated residents create performances based on their lived experiences and ideas for change. Because they cannot leave the facility, we hire formerly incarcerated actors to perform their words out in the community, including for legislators. So you can imagine my organization is thrilled by the EASE Act, which allows the council to hear firsthand accounts directly from people impacted by incarceration without middlemen and the current systemic barriers to direct communication. Within our work, we believe that those who have experienced the system know it best and should speak for themselves. I see time and time again at our performances the power of firsthand accounts. One can talk about facts, figures, see pictures, but nothing takes the place of hearing a personal account. I've done this work for 8 years, yet no statistic was as visceral as watching a participant in one facility struggle to sign into my workshop because he couldn't read or write. And at that moment, it hit me that a majority of correctional education is geared towards GED programs, and there's a whole population reading at a primary level who are falling through the cracks. And that was a realization gap for me, yet I still couldn't tell you his experience in the facility or what he needs. The EASE Act would not only let someone like him testify directly using his voice, it would allow him to reveal his specific needs or new or strengthened programs that could set residents up for success upon release. Similarly, reading about the effects of solitary confinement is one thing, but seeing one of our most outgoing participants return from restrictive housing withdrawn, depressed, and unsure of himself is another. The impact becomes undeniable when you have a direct link to someone, and only they can share their experiences. That level of transparency, seeing the human impact that cannot be altered, watered down, or hidden, is vital for effective oversight of DOC facilities. Passing the EASE Act will also give meaningful access to the civic process for residents and strengthen connection to the local community, a factor we know reduces recidivism. I've seen through my work the impact that feeling heard or unheard has on people. At a recent program we ran in PG County Jail, 44% of participants arrived feeling unheard. And by the end, 100% of graduates felt their voices mattered and felt more connected to how they impact others. By having the opportunity to share their stories and ideas for change on a public stage, their confidence, belief in the value of what they have to say, and understanding how they fit into a community and the desire to grew. These skills are a prerequisite for successful reentry and public health and safety. Based on this data, if given the opportunity to engage in the civic process more directly on this public stage, currently incarcerated residents will have similar, if not stronger, results across the board. I strongly urge the Council to pass the EASE Act to ensure access for currently incarcerated residents to testify before DC Council so that true transparency, accountability, and rehabilitation occurs within the DOC. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on these issues, and I'm happy to answer any questions.